go a long way for you. It's nice to have somebody there in your local area you could trust.
Yeah, so we're kind of hitting that off. So one of the things we're looking at doing is there's a window cleaning service that we're looking at doing together to maintain their computers. Maybe I'll take half the computers, he'll take the other half, and we'll do remote access. And they want to be maintained, and they have a local company here that's kind of, they feel like they've been done wrong by, and so they're kind of interviewing a couple of us. And they like the fact that there's 2 different companies they can depend on instead of just one. So I think we might get the job. We'll find out on this coming Monday.
Very cool.
And so we're excited about that. That'd be kind of nice. And we're starting to looking at hitting some larger accounts too. But we're gonna take it step by step, see how we work together, and not gonna jump in there, and we'll make it happen. It'll be fun. And like I said, Doug and I went to a coffee shop, chatted with him, and I think both of us have the same mentality as far as work goes, the way we treat our customers, the way we treat each other. It's just straight up things. I like his work ethic.
Very good.
So
That's
anyways,
cool.
he's been enjoying Podnutz. He's been listening to him, and so he's been turned on to it also.
Oh, great. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I had a couple of questions that I wanted to see if I can get some feedback on. If anybody's willing to shoot me an email, they can shoot me an email at support@fastlanepc.com, or just use the form on my website. I had a situation I tried to deal with. Had a problem with Internet Explorer and Firefox. Chrome was okay, and Safari was okay on a Windows XP machine. I had 2 machines, 2 different customers, same problem. It wasn't showing images on some sites. For example, like on MSN.com, the home page there's a little the little forward, pause, and back button that's on there for like their articles. They're coming up as blue squares. Then you go to Bing, and Bing is just a big black square with a white background. You can't bring up the image. So I thought, well, maybe because it's using Silverlight, or maybe one of the runtimes like Silverlight or Java. So I uninstalled it, reinstalled it, still no issue. But the weird part was, still the issue was there, I'm sorry. The weird part was I could turn on their guest account, go to the guest account, go in there, and all the sites are fine. So it's something with that account. So what I ended up doing for both the customers, I said, hey, you know what? This is what I'm stumped on. I've looked online, I've Google searched for it, found no support, no help, no errors, nothing. So I couldn't figure out how to resolve it. So what I did is I just went in and created a new account, transferred all their files over, and did it set up that way. It was the only way I can get that resolved, so they can at least be able to view images correctly on websites. So that's the first question.
I'm curious about that too. I have the product I'm trying to sell is the my podcast videos, and been working on that site and marketing it and stuff, and I just checked it the other day on Internet Explorer, and none of the graphics came up on the top third of the page. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So I don't know if it's happening on Firefox. I haven't checked it because it just happened last night, but it's howtopodcast.biz. Nothing is coming up on Internet Explorer. I don't know if it's happening on everybody's Internet Explorer, but I'm like, that's a first, because I could have sworn it used to work. So I'm interested in the answer to that question too. Let Jeremy know.
Yeah, let me know. The other thing is that a customer called me up. I couldn't get to him right away, and they called another shop, and they referred him to a site. It's iobit.com. It's called Advanced System Care. I've never heard of it, but she said that she put it on her computer and resolved the issue. It's an all-in-one system utility. I'm personally not a fan of them. To me, when I see something like this, I think of speedupmypc.com commercial or something like that. That's probably just nothing but junk. But I did see it's gotten good reviews from MajorGeeks.com, CNET.com, ZDNet, PCMag. They all gave them good reviews. So they said it's a good product. But there's a free version of it. They do offer free tech support with an 800 number. So I have no anything. I've never heard anything about it. So if anybody's ever used it and they think it's a good product, I'd love to hear feedback on that. If anything is bad with it, love to hear that too. It might be a good program to maybe throw on my blog or something like that, and say, hey, instead of calling me right away if you're timid, about not wanting to pay my price, try this product and see if it works. And maybe that might be a quick, easy thing for them. It is shareware, so I might be able to contact them if it is a good product. Maybe I can have IOBIT. Maybe they'll do like a reseller program or a referral or something like that. I'll get a kickback or something like that. So
cool.
Just a thought. So those are the 2 things I wasn't sure about, and I thought maybe I was trying to find some tips to write down this week, and I couldn't come up with anything. I actually had more questions than tips. So
that's cool. It's all good. Awesome. Well, thanks for that stuff. Do you want to ready for emails now, or you have anything else?
Just one little thing.
Sure.
I wanted to tease you. You're always talking about cats, and some people have pets on there. I have a new mascot. I'm sitting I work on my garage. I'm sitting in my garage right now, and it was a rainy day a couple weeks ago, raining really hard, and my garage door was open. It was literally late at night, and I look on the ground, and there's little like lizard-looking thing on the ground. And so I picked it up and looked at it, and I Google searched for the images and found out what's called a barred tiger salamander. So I kind of dubbed it as the Fastlane Technologies mascot, and because it's black and yellow, like my logo.
What's the name of it? Barbed?
It's a barred, Barred tiger salamander. And they actually make good pets. They live up to 20 years. And so the cool thing is I had my window open. We had another rainy day, and it came through my window, and I thought the one got out. So I threw it. So I picked it up. Like, wait, this one's different. So I threw it in the tank. Now I have two of them. And then just last week, my neighbor said, "Hey, there's a giant lizard in my window well. I can't get it out. Can you come get it?" I go in there, and it was like 3 inches long, and it's just a little barred tiger salamander. So I have three of them now. And my kids love them. So they eat crickets, and they're kind of fun to watch. They burrow. So
what are they?
Anyway,
what are they attacking your neighborhood or what?
What's that?
Are they like attacking your neighborhood or what?
No. There's a pond down the street, and so what happens is they stay like tadpoles for a long time until they don't know what triggers it, but for some reason they decide to come out on land, and then they start growing legs. It's kind of weird. So, anyways, but they come out here and they're trying to find things to eat, and then they get too swamped with too much water. Like on a rainy day, they'll try to find shelter. So, like I said, one came in my window, and the other one came in my right in my garage on the floor. So.
Wow.
So I called the local pet shop, and they said, yeah, they actually make good pets, and they're kind of cool to play with, and they get up to like 18 inches long. So,
wow.
But they're pretty cool.
They're very cool.
But I thought it was kind of cool because my logo colors are black and yellow, and this is black and yellow. So I thought, hey, this is my new my new mascot.
I like it, man. It's really
so
awesome.
If I have one crawling on my shoulder one day, next time I'm on here, you know what it is. So.
Awesome. Well,
it's not a cat going across the screen. It's a barred tiger salamander.
That's awesome, man. I can't wait to see them, especially when they're grown up.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. All right, what do you think? Emails?
Sure.
Ready?
Go for it.
Ron in Arizona says, finally, some privacy. Cool LCD monitor hack keeps your secrets. Basically, you take an LCD monitor part and extract its polarized film. Then the film goes into a pair of old glasses, and voila, you have a privacy monitor that looks normal with your snazzy new glasses and blank to everyone else. I thought this was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll pull up the page now. It was on PC World. And basically, you open up your LCD screen, take out some film, put it on glasses, and the screen looks white for everyone else, but you can see what's on there. That's awesome. I love that.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
That should go on hackgadgets.com.
I know. Are you going to do that one, Alan?
You betcha. Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. That was from Ron. Thanks a lot, Ron. Next email. Okay. Let's try that again. Next email is from Jason. He says, Steve, I've Googled like crazy for hours to try to find this answer, and I have not been able, so any help would be grateful. I have several PCs in our shop lately that I cannot even get an IP address after virus cleanup. The NIC will just sit there acquiring an IP address, and it never will. Any ideas? Here's what I've done. Combo fixed, malware bytes, super anti-spyware, Kaspersky, TDSS, ESET NOD32 virus scan, hijack this, reset the host file, WinSock, and TCP IP stack, uninstalled and installed the network card driver, installed a new network card and driver, system file check /scan now, or SFC /scan now, repaired registry permissions. After all that, I'm not sure how to fix this problem. I don't want to wipe out and reload them if I don't have to. The computers work great except for the network IP issue. I have 4 of them sitting here right now with the same problem, 2 XP machines, 1 Vista, and 1 Win 7 machine. Thanks for helping in advance. Jason, first of all, definitely, if you haven't done it yet, post that in the Podnutz forums, because that's the best place to ask questions like this. You'll get fast answers, and you'll probably get it answered quick. I have no idea what the answer is to that problem, but maybe you other guys do. Jeremy or Alan, you have any clue what's going on with that machine?
Oh, what I would do is try a guest account. If it works there, then it's a problem with that user account, and then you can do the same thing. Just copy everything over from that user account to the new user account, and then just verify all the programs that they use working okay. And that would be the simplest thing.
Great suggestion.
That's what I've been doing. I think one of the guys on the Podnutz show a while back recommended something like that. Had an issue try opening a guest account or creating a new account. And I've been doing that. And then the other one is the great tip that I always think of is what you said, Steve, about, hey, just go back and do system restore. And I've had no problems, especially with recently installed malware. It's a 5-second fix. The customer's happy, and I've basically made $80 in 5 minutes.
And hey, I'm glad there's another fan out there. I used to get criticism for that, like
skeptical.
It's cheating or something. I'm like, come on, it's cheating.
Well, XP didn't work so well in, but Vista and 7, it's perfect. It works great. Probably I would say 90% of the time. But yeah, I mean, all the things he did, it sounds like the same thing I would have done. I tried all those things, and the other thing I was thinking about too, and when I had this issue with IE and Firefox, but Chrome being okay and Safari not being okay with the pictures, I called up Doug, and that's one thing we've been doing too. It's kind of cool. Is we've been able to ask each other questions if we're stuck on something. It's kind of nice to have that collaboration. But he said he had no idea either what to do, and he said sometimes you just got to call it quits on something and just call it what it is. And if you got to nuke and pave, nuke and pave.
Yeah.
But that's why for me, when I first started, I would do a lot of nuke and paves back when I was $25 an hour. But now I get to the point to where my goal is to keep it so I don't have to nuke and pave. And now that I've heard that tip here a while back about creating another user account and moving everything over, that saves me a lot of nuke and paves. I probably haven't had to do a nuke and pave in a long time because of that.
Wow, good job. You know what? You brought me back. I used to talk about that way back. I know I've mentioned that because I've done it in my shop. I'm getting to the point where I even forget what I said. Alan, you got anything else on this? Maybe that this guy could try. Who is it? Jason.
No,
Jason could try.
I think Jeremy, covered it pretty good there.
Cool. All right. Next email. Thank you, Jason, for that. Is from Mark. Says, hi, I have a Drobo RAID, which has worked great for 3 years. I have drive repair and data rescue from ProSoft as a tool to help if I have any problems. Will they help me with any problems with Drobo drives? Any other advice? From Mark. So he has a Drobo RAID, which has worked great for 3 years. I have drive repair and data rescue from ProSoft as a tool to help if I have any problems. I have no clue on that one either. I never used a Drobo drive. Again, another question for the Podnutz forums.
Yeah, I agree. Drobo's actually has a really great support. I mean, I would give the Drobo a call and see if you need any support on those. They're pretty nice. I mean, I can't afford a Drobo, but they're really nice.
Are they?
They're a great product. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much dummy proof. You pop a drive in and then it's almost like a JBOD. Just adds it to the pool and then you map it. It's a great product, but it's very expensive. It's very expensive because it's a great product. I
see. Good input. Anything on this one, Alan?
Not really an expert in that field, so I'll pass on this one.
Okay. I will keep asking Alan, but a little disclaimer is, and he said this at the beginning, I'm not a computer tech, so I don't have much to contribute, but I'm just going to throw it his way anyway. But just know that Alan is pretty damn bright in what he does, but he's not a tech.
Agreed.
He's not a tech. So, I mean,
that's right.
A tech like us. So anyway, actually, not even me anymore. I'm sure Alan knows more than me. All right. This is from Sam. He says, hey, Steve, I have a disk image on my laptop hard drive that I made with Clonezilla saved on an external hard drive. I would like to know if it's safe to defragment the image and if it would still be usable to restore from afterward. Also, does it make a difference if it only gets halfway through the defragging process and then it is stopped? Thanks. Keep up the great work. From Sam. All right, so there's a disk image and laptop he made with Clonezilla, saved on an external hard drive. I would like to know if it's safe to defragment the image. Still be usable. I wouldn't even try that, man. I mean,
agreed.
Yeah, don't mess with an image because an image is an exact duplicate of an original, and I would not even try that. There's no reason to, really. So, let's see. Yeah, you don't think so either, Jeremy?
No, I totally agree. Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. I'm like you. If you're making an image for the backup for if you screw it up, that's kind of what the whole point is. And if you need to defragment it, I would defragment before you make the image, and that would resolve that issue.
Okay, cool. All right, next email. Unless Alan, just chime in if you have anything to say on these emails. I have 2 more. I'll try to knock them all out this week. Actually, so let's do it right now. James says, Steve, glad you are back. I don't know what I would do if I had to go back to listening to the radio when I drive around. He's referring to the month off I took to rejuvenate myself, my podcasting vacation. And I'm happy to be back. Now that I'm back in the groove, I'm really feeling strong. So let's keep it going. Anyway, he says, I'm doing a lot of cell phone repairs for Android and iPhone lately, and I ordered in these shirts for my friends to wear around when they go out. So far, they're a big hit. I have an Epic Points system, which is a whole other story I might have to write about later, set up so you can earn these t-shirts for free just by sending me customers and doing other little things like referring people to like my Facebook page. But a lot of people are insisting they just want to pay cash for the t-shirts. So it makes me think they really like them. It kind of plays off your idea of wearing the "No, I won't fix your computer" t-shirt out to bars and whatnot. And no, I do not wear this shirt when I'm doing house calls. Keep up the great work. I haven't missed a show in 2 years now. Wow.